Okay, so we have our next session ahead of us, but before we dive too deep into that and the recap of our previous one, why don't we learn a little bit about who's at the table?
Oh, hey, I'm the first one under. Hi, I'm Radiant, and I play Tala, who's the total druid. Um, she looks to her friends for guidance in social situations, but her heart is in a good place. She unfortunately doesn't have a filter, and whatever she thinks, it just comes out. So we'll see how it goes. However, she did buy this lady Gaga, no, Asterian, whatever her name is, um, a bunch of silk fabric uh, uh, as a I'm sorry gift. We'll see if that works.
I'm Lexi, and I play Andy Quickfoot, who is a Lightfoot halfling bar whiz who loves food, but can't cook to save her life. Harry, her familiar, is currently an octopus in a jar. So that's fun. And she likes to play music with her friends. She used to be scared of large trees.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Shay, and I play Freesta. She's an Eladrin blood hunter who embodies a cold complexion and icy resilience, with magic powers from her mysterious, fathomless patron.
Alrighty. And we can dive into our session. In Solaris, upon the plane of water, you've had a couple of interesting interactions. You met Lady Asera, Dell's mother, and had perhaps a little bit of a faux pas there. You've went to the frozen portion of the city and met with a cult member briefly. Before that went in a direction. And you had the strange interaction under the ice. Before there was also an attack on Solaris. Now, I believe the plan is, after having rested at the Quaking Lily, to utilize Dell and Freesta, with Dell acting as ambassador and Freesta nearby as backup, in a conversation with the Varkesh.
Which is gonna go great.
Well, one way to see. So, if you have not pressed your long rest button, make sure you do. Because you guys will be heading out. Now, the Varkesh seem to be living out in the open waters of Akora, away from Solaris. I know that Freesta can breathe underwater, as can Dell, but what about the rest of you?
Two things. I definitely, if like first thing in the morning, I gather all my friends around and I do the ritual cast to breathe underwater. Second, were we supposed to go to meet Lady Ashara in the morning and tell her everything that was going on? Have you done that?
You left the...
We sent a message.
Yeah, you left the message with Hickok.
Yeah, right. But didn't we say, Heckcock, we gonna just visit tomorrow morning, or am I making that up?
No, you guys left it like an actual card with him.
Okay, now, did I pick up the silk?
Not yet, I don't believe. That's the morning job, because it was like, we'll prepare a crate for you, because you
Right.
ordered a lot of silk.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, soon before we go, talk to the Vakashi. I'm gonna go and make sure the silk is picked up, and I have it ready at the inn. So
Yeah.
I don't forget.
No, easily done.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
As Dell sees you return with a lot of silk in the crates, they're okay. Not what I was expecting.
What were you expecting?
I don't typically expect people to come back with that much silk. Ever.
Oh, yeah. So I got these for your mom as a apology gift. I went to the store because I don't know what to get. And I asked the proprietor for an advice. He says the silk is like the best fabric that he had. So I bought like I think 100 gold worth to say I'm sorry to your mom because I was rude and inappropriate.
Okay. Okay.
She's gonna love it, right? Hopefully she'll accept it and she forgives me.
Oh, she'll definitely accept it, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna let you handle that.
I'm very excited.
Well, are we good to head out?
Sure.
Okay, so hold on. I'm sorry. 1 second. I forgot to do thingy. I forgot to do an important thing. Okay, D20. Oh, that's whoa, I think. Okay. Okay, never mind. I should be good.
Okay. And you guys are able to set out with the water breathing spell cast upon your group. You are easily able to navigate the waters of Velda Akora. So, just for my own amusement, why don't we get some athletics rolls here?
Oh, are we in like water? Like underwater?
Yeah, water.
Alright. Oh, can I let Perry out?
Sure. He's your familiar.
I got a
Should I roll
natural
for him?
-1.
I love it so much. I had natural 20 and you have 0. It's amazing.
Both Tala and Andy have 20 and Freesta has 0.
Beautiful.
That's fucked up.
So Freesta.
It's my stuff.
It's hilarious.
Freesta, you're having some difficulties keeping up in the more difficult waters as you swim away from Solaris. What's that look like?
But I don't know. I feel like she's just distracted, so she's going over and looking at things and then getting like caught in a tide, then trying to catch up again and then looking at another thing, then thinking she heard something and going in that direction, then trying to catch up again. It's a whole thing.
As this happens a little bit, Dell stops and they look back at you, Friesta, and are you rethinking? Are you rethinking this? Do you want to go back?
No. Tell me what I'm thinking.
I'm asking.
I'm fine. Let's go.
Okay.
Okay, so just to like we're gonna send you a little bit first. So you can make sure that we're all okay to approach. But Freester's gonna be like a little bit back from you. We're gonna kind of let the two of you guys go ahead, right? And do the talking to make sure that the rest of us are okay to approach. Are we still doing that?
That's what I was
Yeah.
understanding.
Okay, that's good. Once we are like once we can see them, you should let me know because I can actually help you become a little bit more charming.
Please.
You don't
Please,
think I'm
please, please.
charming?
I'm gonna go ahead and cast enhance ability on him. Yeah, a little bit more like persuasive. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I feel like I'm pretty persuasive, but sure.
This is gonna
I'm
be
gonna give you a
extra.
bardic too.
Yeah.
And
This
free.
is devastating.
I
Man's
believe it.
got a +12 to persuasion.
Bardic.
And
The
if
40s, I really
he
want.
rolls like 2 or natural 1,
It's still a 13.
I mean, if you Faye as a
No,
DM is saying,
you guys can do what you want, but the fact that you guys are loading up advantage, bardic, and having like freestyle on the back end, it's like I'm looking at this man's stat block and I'm like, all right, okay.
In all fairness, I have +12 to stealth, and I fail that all the time.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. So as you load them up, Dell and Friesta, this would be about the time that the two of you separate a bit more from the group, as you are getting closer to the Varkash waters.
Bye. Good luck. Don't die.
Bye.
Did I say Perry?
I mean, if you
Good.
want to send Perry.
I do kind of want to send Perry.
you should absolutely send Perry.
Don't give.
So, Harry sort of jellyfish floats as an octopus between Friesta and Dell. And as you're swimming, Dell looks over at you, Friesta, and those rings you message with. You said that their range is about 100 or so feet.
Yes, 100 feet.
Then, why don't we get you to that edge, and then I shouldn't be much further beyond that. It would be enough for the Varkash to see you and know that I'm not alone.
Cool. Also, we have Perry, and I'll point at the octopus, and Andy can see through Perry's senses, which is also another means of communication if things go south.
Perry's nodding.
Is that how far can you see through his eyes? 100 feet?
Gotta
1,000
remember
feet?
this. I need a tattoo on my.
100 feet, I believe,
Oh.
is for the interactions like that.
And he can see 100 feet?
No.
Oh, come on. Octopus is amazing sight, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
100 feet and dark vision.
I will say this. You can have a visual range of who knows what, but at some distance, you lose clarity of what's happening. You ever stand outside in a perfectly, like, flat space? You can see all the way for miles. You can't see what that sign says.
You don't know me.
Okay.
I got
As
telephone.
soon as like they start like going off on their own, I go over to Andy and goes, "Okay, go ahead, put your hand on my shell, and then do your thing." See through Perry's eyes.
Oh, yeah. Hey,
And then Tala begins talking and Andy can't hear.
yeah, exactly.
Alright. So. Now, beyond the 100 feet, you will also not be able to give Perry any sort of directives.
But I can feel if he's pooped.
Yes.
Helpful.
Yes.
I just say, just putting it out there.
Well, if you happen to see like him panicking and or being attacked, like at least you know, you know?
I feel like if an attack was imminent, Rista would tell you guys through the ring a message.
Just in case Frieza gets like, you know, like a mermaid napped or whatever. Just a thing. Okay, just move on. I'm good.
Hey,
We're gonna die.
I wouldn't kill you like this.
Yes, you would.
I'd like it to be a little bit more,
Gruesome.
I was gonna say exciting.
Sure.
So. We reach the 100 feet from where Tala and Andy were left, and Del, they give a nod to Barista, and they seem to have like a moment to themselves where they just close their eyes and breathe before turning and swimming further into the waters. And you would notice that they swim not just straight, but down deeper than the level that you're currently at.
We're back.
Thanks. Freesta, why don't you give me a perception roll?
So good at those.
You're better than
That's a 16.
at perception than insight, so.
That's true. It was almost another net one, but it rolled last minute to a 13. I'm cursed.
Okay. So, as you are watching, you would notice the moment that Del stops. And you would see that they are held at spear point, essentially, by one of the Varkesh. You see the serpentine eel-like figure, and there is an air of aggression as you can see some of the sparks of electricity across the skin. But you'd also see Del with their hands up, indicating no weapons, no intentions to fight. Let's see how well this goes.
Yikes.
Past 12. Come on. plus bardic.
That's
Plus
but
enhance
yeah, yeah.
abilities.
Exactly.
All right. So, there's a bit of conversation. And while the spear doesn't go down, Friesta, you would see the electricity stop. And you'd also see where Dell turns and waves you forward.
I'll head towards them.
Do you alert the others?
Does Dell have one of our rings, I'm pretty sure, or no?
No, I think that was something you talked about, but you didn't actually give.
Okay, that's fine. So I'll message back to everyone else. Dell gave me the go-ahead, heading closer to where they are. Everyone else move forward, so we stay within 100.
Alright.
If they start moving forwards, the party, I'll wait until I can see them a bit before I start moving towards Dell.
Sure. And as you move towards Dell, they've accepted a hearing us out. They're gonna escort us to their warlord. Perhaps there will be a chance of negotiations. A ceasefire of sorts.
Would, have you informed them that Andy and Tala are here, or just of me?
No, I told them that we've got a whole group with us.
Okay, that's good. Should I call them forward to join us?
Yeah.
Well, I'll hope that the party is now within 100 feet again, then I'll message. If you see me in Dell, and I'll wave my hand, come towards us.
Okay. Swimming.
Just keep swimming.
Yep.
All right. As you swim forward, it is as you are standing forward,
I have a question, Faye.
ask it.
Are you like sneezing in the background and we just can't see you and perceive you?
No, I am not.
Are you lying?
No, I'm sitting here thinking as I have my thing. If you notice, I've got the green around my icon showing that I'm pressing my push to talk button. I'm just thinking.
Okay.
I'm also drinking coffee.
Oh, that's what those little pauses are. Okay.
Yeah, I said that I was getting coffee earlier. So,
Mystery solved.
as you swim forward, and reunite with Dell and Friesta, and Perry, you would notice that other guards have swum forward as well.
Right.
And so you've got a group of 3 guards that will be escorting you through this territory. The one that held Dell at spear point is going to be the leader, and then you've got the other two that swim around your group to take up the rear flank. One of them has a net, the other has a trident. And so you swim through the space. You see that there are certain facilities that are sort of free floating, with what looks to be anchors holding them to the space, but they shift in the current. There are other areas that almost look to be tarp pinned to the rock formations here, creating hides and man-made caverns of a sort. And you are brought to one of those areas that lead into an actual tunnel formation in the rock. And in this larger space beyond the tunnel, one of the pocket caves, there is the sort of glow of algae and bioluminescent aquatic plants, and a figure in I'd say well-worn armor. You can see repair work as well as adornments of different signs of battle, and the Varkesh wearing it has a collection of different scars across its form. You'd notice even the sort of fin that you're able to see has some areas where it is broken and there are missing sections of it. But they turn and the guards snap something in Aquin, and the figure snaps back, and then in a unpracticed, unpolished common, turns towards the rest of you. You are from Solaris.
Yes. Kind of.
Here on behalf of them, not technically from there.
But you know of why they have done what they do.
Are you speaking of the fleas that you were upset about?
The blooms. Yes.
Right.
We have lost one cave. It is now ice entirely.
I'm very sorry about that. Solaris has also lost a region of their city too. It's not everyone up there that's at fault for it. In fact, many of them are upset about it just as you are.
Roll a persuasion check.
Me, that's a 5. I'm
Bardic.
gonna shut up now. Yeah, but Bardic. What is the D10?
D10.
Please, for the love of
Double
God.
digits?
15.
Oh, hell yeah.
Look at that.
Oh my god. It's a bad roll when the Bardic is double your D20 roll.
Yes.
So, the warlord sort of paces. It's a strange mix between walking and swimming. As he listens and if not Solaris, then who?
There is a cult, and guess a few of them are operating within Solaris, but they are not the word, like the city itself. There's some bad people in the city right now, and we're trying to get them just as much as you guys are.
As you mention this, he turns sharply. You know of who is responsible.
Kinda. We are just beginning to learn about how big this problem is. What's happening here is not just in this place, so the cult is very big. There was one person that we know was a part of it who we have taken down. You're welcome. But we're trying to find out more information.
At this, he like swims closer.
Ooh, hello.
What more information seek? You know who is behind it. You have killed one already.
That's the only person that we know for a fact is part of this cult. So we are trying to find the other members to put a stop to whatever they're doing, both to Solaris and to your waters.
Good. You should put a stop to them. If you do not, I will send my parties after you.
Oh, okay, wow. That's... What if both us and your, parties were looking for the people of this cult, simultaneously? We could help each other.
Roll a persuasion check.
8.
As you say this, and the warlord looks a little. You can see the fin flare a bit. Dell will step forward. Perhaps we didn't mean to offend first. Perhaps what my friend was trying to suggest is that your graciousness shows itself in a bit of assistance for our endeavors, as they do align with your own. He'll saves your ass with a 26.
Cute hell.
Could have gone over 30.
He could have. He only rolled at a 14.
He has a bardic.
You can only use Bardic when you fail.
Oh.
Yeah. That's a new thing. You only use Bardic when you fail. So. The Warlord, the Fane sort of goes back down to the neutral area where it was before, and I cannot spare a full hunt, but I can give you a hunter. I think that would be more than acceptable, as Dell looks to the rest of you and just kind of gives a like a short nod, a sign to perhaps agree.
Fine.
The Warlord will snap again in Aquin, and one of the figures will swim forward. If anyone would like to roll for me an insight check here.
I'd love to.
Mm-hmm.
16.
Oh.
Alright, so Freesta would notice this.
Oh my god.
Does Tala roll? So Freesta and Tala. It's most definitely not the best of the hunters that has been called forward. But this hunter also does not seem to be a, like, entirely fresh sort of weaker figure. Like, there is some merit here, but it seems that the Warlord is keeping some of the better ones close to the chest.
Yala's got it.
So you've got mid-tier here.
I roll my eyes a little bit when he comes towards us. I'm up and down.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello. And you can see that this figure is very much more comfortable in speaking common than the Warlord. And for
Awesome.
Tala and Freesta, it kind of clicks that perhaps this is why this particular hunter has been called forward, is the sort of common language is more fluid from this figure.
Are we have we been dismissed? What's that?
Essentially, yes. You've been given a hunter to assist in your endeavors, as well as a promise that if you do not fix this problem, those hunters will be coming after you.
Perfect.
This is definitely an outcome.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. So what's your name? Serious person.
I am. It's Skiwi.
But I'm gonna need that spell.
Yeah, I got you.
If
We just call you Kiwi for
Ex-
short.
can we?
I guess.
Right. So, Kiwi, what are you like good at? Like, are you, you know, long range? Are you up and close with a spear? You good at tracking?
I am particularly adept with more long range. I utilize a spear primarily attached to a rope. Though chain has worked when we've been able to acquire one. I do have some practice being more melee and can adapt for fighting. My tracking is not the best, but my endurance is will be good for taking watches and for going long periods searching and fighting should we encounter troubles.
Can you cook?
Mm.
I'm no chef, but I am able to cook well enough to survive.
Makes one of us. Okay. Just one.
Have you tried not cooking?
I have tried not cooking, yes, and it works out brilliant. Here,
There are
snap your fingers and stew.
plenty of foods that need not be cooked to gain sustenance.
I'm gonna hug Perry a little bit. What do you mean?
I would not dare eat your companion, but
Possible.
but yes, there are plenty of fish and plants that you can consume. It will provide you nutrition without the need of a thermal vent.
Going to head over to Nell and just whisper, "This guy is so boring."
I mean, that kind of happens when you're not really. It's not that they're not allowed to be individual, but hunters really in Farkesh society take orders more than explore their own destinies.
That's so sad. Do you think we can free him?
I don't know that that would be the best idea. Not for any reason, but you know, he's got a society here. Like it's what he knows. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. Like, if he didn't like this place, he would have been free to travel to another Varkesh society.
There's more of them? Are they all like this?
Can we adopt him?
Can we adopt them?
You're not ours now, kid.
We've already given him a nickname, so like,
Now I'm questioning if you guys have adopted me.
maybe.
And you didn't think to tell me?
We thought it was
The
obvious.
name- Yeah.
Okay, call it what you will. If you want to befriend or make a companion out of Itsukiwi, that's up to you guys.
Damn right.
Though I would hope that you ask his consent. What's going on?
We didn't ask your consent and you're happy with us.
I did not say that I was happy with this.
Whoa!
Ouch. Ooh, that's.
Fine. No, that's fine. Yes, that's fine. I'm not. It's fine.
I feel
Are
like
you not happy?
I didn't say that either.
So you are happy.
You can be neutral about things.
Are you
No,
only
not
neutral
allowed.
about us? We've been through so much.
You all and the situation are two different subjects. Why don't we have our ally from the Varkesh, why don't we just head back to Solaris and continue investigating everything? And we can talk about this at the Lily later on.
Kiwi, you're my new best friend.
Yep.
Okay. I do not understand the sort of sentiment of a friend that is higher than any others. Is it a competition of sort?
No.
No, it's just a
You're
vibe.
gonna. Wait. So much stuff we gotta teach. Kiwi question. Why was there an explosion on the water approximately a week ago? Serotonin.
That was when the bloom happened. It started first very small, but it grew and it has now taken the cave, as our leader has explained, and it will continue to grow. But it has slowed down now that it has taken the cave.
So that's like an ice situation?
Yes.
Okay. I'm asking the group, do we want to like go look at that? What's our next thing? We talked about cash. And now we're just investigating?
Yes, before the rest of the Varkesh decide to kill us. So it's kind of like
Alright,
up there
cool.
on the list.
Maybe we go look at that. Yeah, okay.
Are you guys proud of me that I didn't pay? I didn't say anything during that exchange.
Yes, but looking at
But I
Priest-
did.
Yeah.
I
so,
done a
like,
Tala.
Yeah, but you're better than me.
I done a Tala, but in my defense, I have no respect for those people. No offense, Kiwi, you're lovely.
Well, Kiwi.
Did you call him a nickname?
Oh, it's not Etsy. It's Kiwi. Okay. If well, no, Freestyle, we are here for you, right? I mean, now we're here for these people, but you heard the voices, and we want to make sure that the silent people are not here to take you away or use you, sacrifice you, and all that stuff. So you should absolutely participate. Yeah, I think we should go check out the cave. Hi.
Ice cave. Yeah, and Radiant, it's Kiwi. The spelling is in the
Yeah,
chat.
I saw the thingy. Well, that's why I was
Yeah.
like, oh, Etsy. And then I saw you say Kiwi. I'm like, oh, I like that.
Alright. As you mentioned wanting to see the ice cave, Itsukiwi will nod and very dutifully lead your group to what you see now is this sort of wall of ice, and the ice fractals sort of crawl along the wall that leads into the tunnel beyond it, as if it is expanding.
Yeah, that doesn't look happy.
It means that there is less room for sleeping.
Wait, that's in in the in the cave or in your bottle?
That was at Skewy about the cave.
Oh, right. Sorry. You. I haven't figured out your voice versus. Sorry. That's
It's
hi.
more a cadence thing. Del is a little bit more fluid, where at Skewy is stilted.
Cool. I was asked to ask for consent. Can I just touch you with my fingertip to see if I get static shock?
I would advise against, as you will perhaps receive a shock. It is a natural element of the Varkesh.
How do you guys have sex, or do you guys like that thing?
I imagine it wouldn't affect Varkesh if it was like two of them, but I don't think anyone else can. Unless we get like a potion of lightning resistance. Then we can have a fun time.
Between
Wow.
Varkesh, it is minimized. There are certain other species of both plant and animal that can interact with Varkesh and experience diminished shock and transfer. The energy that you may feel would be painful, but it is more akin to a alerting of presence between Varkesh and these other species.
You have sex with plants too?
No,
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought when you said, plants and species interact, that's what you meant. Okay. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Just,
do you have sex with plants?
no. I don't have sex with anybody, actually. Although the one time I went to an instructor to... It's a long story. You don't want to... Okay, but... Okay.
Let's investigate the cave.
How do
Yeah,
you
let's
get
do that, please.
past the wall of ice that is the cave's opening?
I'm just like hating it while this conversation is happening.
Yeah, like really loud.
I can't hear you, Lexi.
I'm just saying things.
Yeah. As you try to heat the ice and try and chip away at it, you realize that the cave is frozen solid. It is like this glacier in the forming.
Is it like frosted so we can't see inside, like through the ice, or is it like clear so we can see the little frozen fishies and the plant matter floating, trapped inside?
You can see like vague outlines of like the of what was left in there, mainly of plants. It seems that any sort of animal or possession that was within the cave was able to be ushered out before the freeze overtook it entirely.
Hey, Freester,
Mm-hmm.
you have that thing that you can like go. Whoa, I see bad things happening here in the past situation.
I've got no idea what you just said.
Mechanically, I think
Oh gosh.
Lexi's talking about your grim psychometry.
Oh, right,
Yes,
yes.
yeah.
Read up on it, because it's very specific. Information about the sinister or tragic history of an object or a current location. I can try. I mean, I guess this would be considered like tragic,
Up to you.
but I don't know if it'd be considered history just yet. Well, I guess it did. I don't know how they define history. I'm going to try. I'm just going to put my hands on the eyes at the entrance and concentrate and try and use it.
Okay, now I have to read this up to
Well, I
familiarize
might roll
myself.
horribly. Actually, no, I did. I rolled a 26.
Yeah, I need to familiarize myself with the ruling. I'm distracted by Max on my lap.
As you should be.
With your 26, as you are trying to discern information about this place, for a brief moment, you are overcome by a vision of an intense blue light. You can see within the frozen cave people, Varkesh people. They're young, and those amongst their group that are not hunters or fighters in a panic at what just occurred, and you watch as sort of those visions bleed together with people disappearing and reappearing and leaving as the ice grows and grows. And as you're witnessing this vision, you hear the voice, the one that drew you here, more clear now than it has been, even more clear than what you had heard at the portal. It's your name, and it is a voice that you have heard before. Only once. At the top of a mountain in the middle of a storm. And then your vision ends.
I turn around to Kiwi. Is there any other entrance to this cave, or is it just this one?
This is the only formed entrance. You could perhaps break through the rock. I do not know that that would be efficient.
drugs. Nothing interesting, just ice happening, people leaving. My name being called again. You know, the usual.
Do you think that the name was connected to the actual happening, or something that happened when you were performing whatever you did just now?
I don't know. I mean, I know the voice now, but it's definitely the woman. The. What did the cult woman call her?
Mother Frostborn?
Mother Frostborn. Yes, it is her voice. It's a lot clearer, the clearest I've ever heard it. And I do know that most of my magic comes from her, which these visions would count as, I guess. Who knows?
That's a development that we should be aware of. I don't say this to put you off of using the abilities that you wield, but there is a chance that, you know, if she gave you this power, using them might alert her to your exact whereabouts.
True.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
So the Mother Frostborn said, Frostborn said, oh, you can't be my champion because you have a seed inside you that doesn't belong to me. You must get rid of it. But why do you think she called you down here to say, oh, come my champion, when she knows that you're unclean? Is that the right term?
I don't think there is a correct term for it, but that's exactly what I was thinking as well.
Maybe she doesn't know. Maybe she told you this and expected you to handle the situation and thought that you'd have done so by
Already
now.
have.
Yeah.
Yes. She's going to be so pissed. And all fairness,
If we tell,
what do you say?
go ahead. Well, if we tell her that you're defective, do you think she will postpone this, or do you think she's gonna call somebody else, like call other champion?
No idea. Though I don't think it's going to be a call someone else. I think it might be a, try to kill us situation for messing with her plan. That's like the last resort kind of thing. But we do have like an alibi, kind of. We were about to go to Vildafera before I heard my name in the portal, so it's
Her
actually
fault for
yes,
not
Well,
checking in to make sure it was done.
exactly. I'm sure someone of that power can like check in and be like, "Hey, have you gotten that taken care of?" And I can be, "Oh, actually, I'm just about to." You know.
Yeah, especially because she sensed the other seed in you, right? So she could tell from the distance. So she should have like checked in and go, oh, does she? No, she's still contaminated or something. And then, yeah, okay.
what is this seed exactly?
Uh,
Well, okay, it was so this women said, "Hey, I can go ahead and help you locate this thing if you do me a favor." And she said, "Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put a seed in you. All you gotta do is swallow my seed." So Frieza did.
It's a hag, by the way.
Okay. I don't want to, sort of speak this and have it sort of, manifest into reality, but when did you last speak to Mother Frostmore?
It was just before we went to Velda Umbra. How long were we in Velda Umbra?
A while.
Forever.
So it was
A few months.
on a different plane.
Yes.
Could you perhaps consider the fact that she tasked you with getting rid of it because she was not in a domain with access to her full capabilities? And now that you're here, she may have someone within her court that could perhaps deal with your situation before she can claim you.
Maybe.
It's an amazing idea. We should reach out to the secret silent people and go, "Hey, so like in order for this to work, that she needs to be cleansed. Can you get rid of the seed?"
But what happens after that? As much as I hate the seed, we might be able to use it to our advantage to at least pause what's going on.
Yeah, I don't want to see what happens after if Mother Frostmourne were wanting her court to take this affliction. I don't think that what happens after the Freesta is going to be good.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
Pretty sure
However,
from what we learned from the cultists, I would be sacrificed if I get it removed.
can we maybe like save one of the ritualists, like a person to like not kill them and go after we defeat the Mother Frostborn, go. Hey, can you remove it now?
Talking of taking on a Titan. You realize that, right?
I don't know what Titan is.
Titan?
Mother Frostmourne is one of the pillars of Aquara. You have the host, you have the mother, you have the father. She is not something that you defeat. Not without immense power.
And how can we go talk to the father to see if he can calm her down? And also, if she wants to freeze everything, which is like pretty much killing everything, does father want the same thing? Maybe if we can get father to help us. And also, does that mean Freesta is like their child?
No, those are titles, not actual relations to each other. They are more akin to siblings, but it is a... The pillars hold the balance of Aquara. The father is order. The host is change. The mother is stillness.
Oh. Oh. This is very like spiritual.
The same you mentioned in the city, there was like the person in charge was the host. Is that the same person you're referring to here? So that was Fedoris, and you also mentioned Menovoros and Zavana. Is that also who you're referring to?
Zarvana is the mother, and Minorovos is the
Fucking
father.
knew it. Frostmarn. See how much I can learn if I actually take notes.
You just started?
Maybe. I was still upset at my Word document being yeeted out of existence. I took like small notes in a notebook, but now I've got an actual document.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, uni's done. I'm gonna be all into this all summer. Then I'll go back to knowing nothing.
So. Now that the plot thickens, you have Ice, Revelations, it's Skewy. And, what would you like to do?
Do you think I'm important enough to make demands? Like, I'll get this seat rid off and be your sacrifice if you do this kind of situation.
I don't know.
Why would mother want to freeze the city though? I mean, like wouldn't she want worshippers?
He wants stillness, and the city is ever changing. She probably hates this city.
Ever changing city, right? Hence the freezing.
Yes.
I am not. Yeah, that is okay.
And it seems that her desires go beyond the city. Dell will say, looking at the frozen. I fear that, and based on what we've seen and what we heard from the cultist, her aspirations go to all of Akora.
Her aspirations are not limited to this plane.
Yeah, because she froze other places in Velda Mortalis.
And Valdefera.
In Valdefera. She did it in the Valdefera too? Oh, yes, you're from Valdefera. Yes.
I have first-hand experience.
Well, if she's done it in Velda Mortalis and Valdefera, it's safe to assume that she's also touched the other proximal of Velda Umbra, collecting figures from different regions. We might... I don't know if you have the power to make demands, but I do believe you have the power to get a hearing. And it might have to be played very tactically, strategically. But I think if we want to learn more about what Mother Frostmourne is doing, a conversation with her, or if we find more of her cult, I don't know that it is good to try and piece together what we have when we have so little compared to what she is.
I want to speak to another person who has been chosen. If there is another in this city.
Then perhaps we need to find a cult member to figure that out.
Right, and not kill it this time.
Why would we preserve those that are doing this?
Well, one, for information, and two, if it is, again, someone that is chosen, they could be in the same boat as me and could be misled.
I do not see the thoughts behind such courses, but I am in service to you. So, if you believe this is best, I will follow.
Andy, when Etsy says
Yes.
service to us, was this it? Is he indentured?
No, I think it's like a lend out situation. So, really, Kiwi serves the warlord, but now he's gonna serve us instead.
Is it like a ambassador situation, like to us, or is it like sacrifice to us, like situation?
No, I think it's ambassadors are better. You know, it's just a different society. They have different norms. It's just helping us out. Kind of like Leffiga, right, Leffiga?
Sure.
See?
Yeah, but Lafriga
We got one
is
cult and we got one society. Good.
I'm not a cult.
He needs a shirt.
the Rakesh is not like cult, right? They're just a tribe,
We're just gonna call them a
They're both.
society. Yeah.
society.
Yeah, because you've got different Varkesh tribes.
Right.
Okay. So we are going to what are we gonna do now?
That's
Oh,
a free
are we-
thing. We're gonna go find a cult member?
Yes,
How do
go
we
to
go
outside, try and find someone.
Hello?
Am I
Any silent member? Hello?
am I allowed to do that?
No. That I was kidding. I was kidding.
Tala, you do remember the conversation that we had, right?
Oh, it's coming back to us now. Get back to me now. It's coming. I have a Celine Dion now singing in my head. Okay, so we're not gonna outright ask them. We're going to kind of like slowly lie and go about. So,
You don't have to lie, but yes, we're going to try and make it... think of this as, instead of going through the front door in our conversation, we're going to go through the back door and get to the same answer.
Right. Okay. Thank you,
You want to go through the back door? Okay. Sorry, I'm Laura
I-
Bailing.
Do not
Poor guy.
understand the humor in your
Hi.
companion's statement.
That's good.
Don't I'll tell you
Sorry.
when you're older.
How old are you?
That's true, actually.
Very old.
70.
Who, me?
I do not know any of your ages. Perhaps I am older than you.
How old are you?
I have been through many tides.
70
Oh, for-
tides?
At all.
Can I roll some sort of check to sort of understand?
Nature check?
Yeah, go ahead, roll for me. Since we don't have a culture check, I'll say roll a history.
History
Oh,
or
good.
nature?
History.
Damn it.
Okay.
Hey.
Tala,
Yes.
you don't really get this. Andy, Freesta, you sort of understand that they keep track of their age differently, shorter terms. So while the number that Etskiwi might give would be higher, it might not equivalate to an actual older age in the way that you understand, as Akora perhaps doesn't see the same seasonal shifts or anything like that.
How many tides?
70.
Let me do math real quick. Hold on.
Yeah, because where I'm from, if I seem to, like tides is every day. So he could say 100 tides, that means like 100 days. I'm gonna sneeze.
Bless you.
Have fun.
I really want to get drunk with kiwi. It would be a vibe.
I have seen 168 tides.
Damn.
It's 168 days.
A
Tide's a
tide
day?
is not
What's a
a
day?
day.
Like tide. That how many days does one tide? Like, what's the correlation?
Dell will lean in. There are about 6 tides in a year. It's not a perfect correlation.
About 6.
Okay,
You
so
said
it was-
160 divided by 6. Okay, you're like 30 years old. You are a child.
I would not
Okay.
call 30 a child.
Of course.
How many tides do you normally live till?
31. Sorry.
There,
169.
that's like the 11 days.
Yeah.
I was just thinking that.
He's got like 3 days left.
I have known Varkesh that have lived over 1,000 tides. Our
Child.
people are, when strong and sustained, a sturdy people.
Is that like every species?
I mean, okay, mechanically speaking, most of the species for 5e will live to be about 100, unless otherwise stated that they live longer, and about 1,000 tides is 166, 167 if you round up. And Etskiwi is saying that he's seen those that have lived past 1,000 tides.
Yeah, but in your society, you're like still a younging, right? Like for me, in my like species, I'm like I'm middle aged. And Frista's like I think she's like a teenager, except like compared to me, she's like triple my age. So that's why I look up to her and follow her guidance.
Well, my tides are perhaps not as long as others. I am no child. Once a Varkesh is deemed adequate at their role, they are seen as a adult, not yet an elder, but a equal citizen of the society.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we gotta. We're okay. How far are we from the city now? Because I'm assuming we've been swimming and talking. Yeah.
Sure, we can say that. Not
Yeah. Yeah.
terribly far off.
Kiwi, have you ever had soup? Okay, I'm assuming no, because liquid inside a liquid is just mutts, right?
I do
Have
not
you ever had
know
coffee, beer?
what soup is, or coffee. I have heard of beer. I believe it is similar to ale. I have not tried either.
We are gonna have so much fun because, like, Freesta makes the best soup in the world, and she makes like different tasting ones, and also she has this magic jug that can actually give us beer. I mean, come on, it's gotta be an exciting thing. Oh well, obviously not right now because we're in a secret mission. Yeah.
I did not realize that the mission was secret, as it was laid out plainly for me.
Yeah, but you said we're not gonna go and to tell people that we are on this mission, right? You said we have. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I look at Lafrica and I go, this is like a secret mission.
I would say that it is subtle, not secret.
What's the difference? Why are you guys like confusing me? I'm not telling them we're looking for the silent cult, right? So it's secret.
But technically you are, you're just not outright saying it.
All right, I'm gonna watch how you do it, and learn.
Oh, don't watch me. If worse goes to worse, I'm just going to start shouting who I am and hope that one of them come get me.
I
Which
don't
that
think...
seems like the
No, I don't think that that's the way we should go. If worse comes to worse, why don't you let me or Andy handle smoothing over the situation?
I meant worse comes to worse, then we can't find anyone. What are the two charismatic people going to do if we can't find anyone?
Okay, fair. I just, worry that when someone says worse comes to worse, it just means that things aren't going their way.
Also, I still have some paint from like just one time we had to go to somewhere fancy, so I colored my shell different colors to make it a little fancy. I still have that, so if we're walking by and we don't want to say anything, we can paint a sign on my shell, like looking for a group, but looking for cult. That could be a thing.
Lefriga
Okay.
just face palms, doesn't say anything.
Oh man.
Maybe I should have stayed at the sanctum. Maybe I should have done that.
Stay strong. I give him a pat on the back.
Dell, meanwhile, is just going to look at Tala. I appreciate, the fact that you want to avoid saying something, but I feel like broadcasting our intentions in such a way, wouldn't be the best because, we don't want to be specific, and who knows, there could be other cults within Solaris, and, we might get the wrong one if we do it like that.
Do cults get along with each other? Probably not, right? So can we recruit that cult?
How it was.
As I said to Friesta earlier, I find it very difficult to persuade cults.
Yeah, that's true. I look at Red Lafrica. See, I try to persuade him all the time. He just tells me no.
Not a cult. Some people are just strong-willed. That doesn't necessarily mean that they're a cult.
Cult. Okay. So where should we start, Andy and Del and Freestyle? Do you
I'm
think
looking at
Hekok?
Feast and Dell.
Do you think Hekok knows something because he's a high up, right?
Doubt it.
Okay.
Um,
Is there a temple to Mother Frostmourne?
I asked about this and I don't remember what was.
The Titans aren't really... They're not really gods. They're pillars, but they're not really openly venerated. If there are places of worship, they would be smaller, shrines, more personally kept. You're not going to be as overt as a temple.
Is there a shop that sells Mother Frostborn
No, Tala, I'll just stop you
items?
there.
Like merchandise.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
or like
a
a
gift
spiritual shops, or like, one of those places where people go to meditate and be still. Like, is there a shop like that?
There are shops for meditative items and spiritualists, but like I said, they are not really connected to. There's no veneration. Like, you wouldn't go into a shop and it just be all Mother Frostmourne. It is a.
Okay, so I feel like you keep on saying, stupid idea, not a good
I'm
thing. What
not.
it's in a nicer way, in a nicer way. So where do you think we should start?
I would say we go to a place with people, gatherings, large amounts, and socialize. Get a feel of people and see if we can discern if someone is a little more sketchy than others, and discern what sort of sketchiness they have.
Sounds amazing. Like where? You know the city. Where do you, lead us there?
I don't really know the city. It's ever changing. Can't really lead you to a place easily. But I would say a marketplace, a tavern, a fest hall. Do any of those sound particularly interesting to the group?
Freestar, where do you, out
I'm
of
good
those
with whatever.
places that he mentioned, where would you like to go?
I think a market might be the best idea, considering it should be like outside, wide open space sort of deal.
Yeah, okay, that's
We've
where
got
we should go.
attack markets. Good.
Are we going as a group, or are we kind of going as a smaller group to be less conspicuous?
Well, that I believe is up to you. I'm here to help. I'm perhaps the most familiar with the city, even though it does change. And as Dell says this, it's Skiwi. I am in your service. I do not wish to part with you.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, also, how is he gonna be okay walking in the within the city, like, as he is after what happened?
I'm sure it's fine.
There have
Okay.
been plenty of Varkesh that do business in the city. This is a situation that just, happened to develop due to more impulsive natures. It was at the time, tactical move.
Yeah, okay. All right. Off to the market we go.
Okay. It takes some time, but you would arrive to the market. And before we get into the market scenario, I'm gonna say we'll take a little break here and come back here in a few minutes.
Thank you.
You are in a marketplace here in Stellaris, the ever-changing city, and the marketplace seems to be no different, as there's very little actual, like, stores, and much more, carts, pop-ups, locations, tents and stalls, even some places that just have a blanket and all sorts of, trinkets laid out on it. And not just sellers, but buyers are here.
Okay, so where should we start, Del and Andy? Like, should I start conversations about how much I love meditation and stillness, or is that too obvious?
Could I? Hey, we have that robe in bag of holding, right?
Yes.
Okay. Could you or someone have it in the regular bag, poking out little tiny bit?
That's smart, actually.
Just a tiny bit. A
Did we
little.
take the dress? I think I just might have forgotten to put it in there.
I don't know.
Pretty sure we took it.
Yeah, we took the rope.
Yeah, we did. We took it the second time, I remember. That's fine, yes. Anyone want it in their bag, or will I just pop it in my normal one? Sticking out.
I think this is a you thing. I think you can kidnap them.
Yeah, we'll keep you safe for at least a day. This is your off day, Andy. No kidnappings.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta experience thrill.
Exactly. I'll have it in my bag. It's sticking out like halfway. And I'll just have a look around the market. Seeing if anyone looks at me like
Um,
they know what it is.
can I like be like kind of point, and I'll be kind of and Harry's back in his jar, I guess. But like I'll be like a ways away from, but like a secondary person away, so that I can see if look around for people who are looking at Lisa.
I feel like Lefriga is making the same expressions that I am.
Know what expressions you're making.
Yeah, we can't tell.
I know you can't tell, which is like so devastating to me. Okay, yeah, sure. I'm going to ask for insight checks for people looking around to see what is noticed and what is not.
11. Thanks for double.
Hey, you're in 2 digits. Would have been
It's a low
worse.
bar. Could have been. It has been.
At least it's more than your passive.
You know what? Fair enough.
Ah,
So, you are, as you're looking around, Freesta, it's just a marketplace. There are plenty of people that are trying to, catch your attention to buy something, they're trying to sell you one thing or another. But, Andy.
yeah.
As you're sort of, watching the scene. You would notice a couple of figures who are whispering to each other. Looking in the direction of Frista.
Can I insight check them? Like, they... Is there anything to see about them? Besides the fact that they noticed stuff?
Not at this cursory glance. You would just kind of notice that they seem to be,
Okay. Could I try and move a little close without attracting attention?
stealth or performance.
Oh, I mean, is that a choice? That's a 28 on performance of a normal human being. Casually wondering.
Alright. As you start making your way, and are able to avoid drawing too much attention to yourself, you would notice a sort of gleaming on one of the figure's hands. Roll for me a perception check.
Can Harry help me out?
Sure.
I just like my insight.
Yeah. It looks so nice. I wanted to try the 11. Oh, cocked. Oh, good. Okay, dirty 20.
So Perry will sort of share what he sees in a sort of telepathic question of like, what is this?
What?
And the clear vision from Perry's sight, sort of psychically pressed and sort of now overlapping your own vision and memory. There seems to be a sort of shimmering icy tattoo on the back of this figure's hand.
And I have no recollection of ever seeing it before.
You've not seen this before, no.
Do I have any sense that this person might be chosen?
I didn't catch that last one.
Do I have any sense that this person might be a chosen?
You don't know it, but like the sort of icy tattoo definitely strikes your attention.
Boy. Okay, I'd like to withdraw like a little, keeping my eye on them, and then like do a ring of message.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. I might have just found what we want. They are so one of them has like an icy tattoo situation going on, which seems good for us. So
Would I just continue what I'm doing and hope that they approach me kindly, or are we changing up the game plan?
Could do that. I can keep an eye on them. Hopefully, I don't lose them. I can always locate them, but Faye, did I get a sense of intention from them? Like, were they like holding on to rope, or like daggers, or something?
What's your passive insight?
Hi. 19.
Oh, it's 10 times more.
There seemed to be caution in the way that they were standing.
Okay.
A sort of almost curiosity.
Okay. I'll relay that to Feast and go. They might not approach if they seem more. But who knows? Maybe you could go somewhere more secluded that they might. I don't. Seems like a.
Can I... Would I be able to, like, Crimson Rite my dagger without causing attention?
I would ask for a... I'm gonna make that a twofold. It'd be a sleight of hand for the actual
Okay.
activation,
Mhm.
and then a performance to hide that you just took damage.
Let's go well.
Yeah, sure, let's go for it. I try and, like, squeeze sort of between a crowd just to sort of conceal where I am, and I'll try and Crimson Rite.
Okay.
Sleight of hand. 11.
I'll keep that in mind.
And then it was performance for the damage.
Yep.
Ooh, that's a 7.
Cool.
And I take max damage. I know it's a D8 now,
Nice.
isn't it?
I do believe that it has gone up to a D8.
Great. Okay.
Alright, one less.
less.
As you do this, the crowd that you kind of slipped into sort of steps away. For the most part, unsure of why someone just sort of struck themselves. Though one figure will step up, and you can see like surrounding her head, almost like a crown, are these fins that sort of push outwards, and her eyes are like similar to cuttlefish in the W-shaped pupil, but they are also full of like concern as she steps up and are you okay? Do you need help?
Oh no, I'm fine. Sorry. I work in at a butcher's shop. I just got this new knife. I accidentally cut myself while I was walking through the crowd. I'm so sorry to cause any sort of...
Roll a deception
I
check.
can go get this fixed up.
Yeah.
That was almost a nat 20, but it's a 12. I try and like cause some urgency before she can like talk back. Like, I cannot get this sorted. I'm going to go back. I've got a first aid kit at my home. I'm so sorry.
I don't mean to. And she like steps in closer. If I don't want to sound rude when I say this, but that wasn't a slip. That seemed very intentional. Are you experiencing delusions?
No, I'm just very clumsy. Trust me. I promise I'm fine. I just slowly back away.
She's now watching you as you move away. Again, still like very concerned. Like just trying to make yes, Max. But yes, she's now kind of watching you, Friesta.
Cool. Can I try and like move into another crowd to lose her?
Sure. I want you to roll a stealth check.
29.
Okay. Yeah, it seems that you have lost her.
Okay. Oops. And I was going to ask Andy a question, but then Lexi just BRB'd.
How rude.
Frista, did you hurt yourself
Wait,
again?
what?
Okay, Frista's just going to ring of message and just, can you direct me to where the people are that were watching me?
I'll do my best to do that subtly. Yeah. Like, oh, other left. Sorry.
I know my left and right. There was someone in front of me, Andy. Stop directing me
Oh.
into stalls.
I can't see. I'm kind of short. Not quite.
Get a vantage point.
Perry's like
Can
on
I
my
pick
head,
Andy
trying
up?
to.
Can I pick Andy up and put her on my shoulders?
Oh, now we've got like a snowman action because we've got Perry on the head, Andy, and then Tala. Lefriga face palming.
Kobolds. We just need a big trench coat.
Drawing so much attention.
Oh, that's attention away from me.
Tala, that's okay. I'll just. I think I can.
Do you want to throw Perry's jar like up in the air and see
No.
see through the Perry? No,
Not
do you want
really.
me to hold Perry so you can see through his eyes?
Sure. I just have a
I'm gonna go
floating
ahead
jar.
and hold that jar off my head and just kind of, leave it up there because she can make the Perry like go around and around and see if she can see.
I hope you.
I'm not selling the octopus in a jar.
As you say that, that actually causes more people to look over in your direction. And someone approaches. Well, how much for you to sell the octopus?
Oh, how much are you offering?
Actually, this would. This would be a
It's a
beautiful.
great scam.
It would be a great
It's a
scam.
beautiful-
As long as you can, get away quick enough.
Right.
How much do you want to pay for? I mean, because this is a very special octopus.
Well, what makes the octopus so special?
It's my best friend's friend.
I could offer you, 70 clams.
What's a clam?
To feed to my octopus?
No, to purchase it.
No, I'm
How
sorry.
much is a clam?
Are there pearls inside the clams?
Clams ain't specific to... they ain't actually clams. They're coins.
Right, I knew that. Can I see what they look like?
The figure pulls out a, golden coin that is embossed with a clam.
Oh, that's so good. Okay, meanwhile, I still have the Perry up on top of my head. Does Andy see anybody? I'm like providing a distraction.
I mean, they haven't really moved, but they did sort of look at the crowd situation, when, Friesta had that moment,
At that moment.
I'll still try and direct. So.
But yeah, so, Friesta, you would at this point be able to see the two figures who are, just looking in that direction. They're no longer whispering to each other.
Cool. Can I try and hide the dagger, like up my cloak a little bit, and try and nick one as I walk by?
Sure.
Can I try and get a little closer as I see Freesta approaching?
Yeah, easily.
30 feet?
Yeah, and I'm going to ask for a sleight of hand check from Freesta.
Oh, leaving this campaign. That's a nat one.
Okay, here's my.
Nice.
Since I'm providing a distraction, can she have an advantage?
I don't think you're distracting these people though.
No, you're distracting the guy specifically at the thing. These are the two
Okay.
that were
Not
whispering.
loud enough. Loud enough, and like.
And you gotta imagine, like, this isn't like a distraction of not being seen. This is a distraction to, like, the sleight of hand was to nick someone without them feeling.
Oh, okay.
And also, they're paying a lot of attention.
Yes. As soon as I fumble, I face step like 30 feet to the side. At this point, I don't care if they I nick them or not. Just as soon as I realize I fumble, I yeet myself.
Cool. At that point, Andy'd be able to see that they're looking around, and they're gonna start moving.
Did I manage to hit them?
Yeah,
Or no?
movement.
Not with a natural one!
Okay, so the sleight of hand is fine. I didn't know if
I
like a
think-
0 would mean that I accidentally trip and like completely like scar one of their arms, or if it
Mm.
meant I didn't get anything.
Yeah, no, you tried, you weren't able to hit, but you definitely, alerted them.
Are they moving away from where Freestyle was, or is, or like?
Definitely away from where she was,
Okay. And I unfortunately haven't noticed them at all. So I tell this person what they go, you know what, those lectures look really great, but 70 clams is not enough. I'm sorry. This
700
is a
clams.
very special. If you make 1,000 clams, I will consider it.
1,000 claims for an octopus, no. Not for on that
It's a
size.
very-
It's puny!
Yeah, but it's a very special octopus. Look at Perry, Wave.
Oh, that size.
No, size doesn't matter.
Going on.
For 1,000 clams, it sure does.
Well then, sad for you. You can't have my octopus.
Well, sad for
meantime-
you don't get my clams. And he walks off.
Bye. I hope you. No, I'm not gonna say that because that's inappropriate. I bring a thing down. And I'm like, okay, did it work, Andy? Andy.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're,
hi, Andy.
they're going over here,
Okay, you just lead the way.
Okay.
I follow you.
other direction. What? Freesta, we're following him? Yes?
Yes, follow them. I was going to try and nick
Okay.
one so I could track them, but I fumbled. I'm sorry.
Great.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you have-
Hold
I don't
on
think
one
you
second.
just-
Okay, are they near me? Andy, are they near us? Can they see us? Me specifically?
I don't think they've seen us yet.
Okay, fantastic. Here, I give the jar back to Andy, and I go like curl on my knee. I just kind of duck down behind the stall, and then I turn into a bird. And then I go, okay. So I turn into a seagull.
Beautiful.
Have I seen a seagull? I can't. No, I have 8 animals
been to
that I can turn
Wintervale.
into.
Yeah.
I turn into a owl.
Okay.
And then I try
fine,
to
bird.
locate and follow.
Alright, we'll do airstrike and make
Hopefully they've been marked with like a fluorescent, like glow in the dark, paints that I can follow from a distance. Not being able to see your beautiful face to see your reactions to my shenanigans is very sad.
Well, yeah, blame technology on that. Go ahead and roll for me a perception check to follow them.
All of us? Or taller?
I mean, anyone who wants to follow them.
Yeah.
Why
No.
another nat 1?
Oh.
What is wrong? I've changed
What
my
is
dice so
going
many
on?
times. The past 4 sessions have been horrible.
Is that
I'm
your third or fourth
cursed.
natural one in this session?
In the past month, I've had at least 10 nat 1s, I'm gonna be honest.
Okay.
I don't know
Well,
what's
that
going
was
on.
2 in a row, so...
I know. I've went through like 7 different dice sets. I'm changing again.
Okay. Yeah, that's the
I'm
third
super
this
basic.
session, I believe. Yeah.
Sucks.
Third this
Basic
session,
black.
2 in a
Can't go
row.
wrong.
You say that now.
I've got no other choice. I think I've used all my other ones.
So as you are following, I'm assuming Annie just grabs Frista's confused hand and drags her along.
Yeah, if we're on the same path.
Yeah.
This way. Nope. What?
I'm a wet paper towel of a woman at this point.
You want to
Oh.
hold Perry? Fit in.
Please.
Actually, he's not. Okay, but you can hold him though.
I hug the jar and I follow Andy.
Damn.
Emotional support animal.
So,
Jar.
there are a few times, actually before I say this, I'm going to ask for stealth rolls from anyone that doesn't want to be seen by those you are pursuing.
Hold on.
For the shits and giggles, can I roll mine with disadvantage?
Sure.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
It's because I just feel so small, so I am so small and no one can see me.
15 as an owl form.
Okay.
Perry's in. So, whatever.
Perry's sort of hidden by my cloak because I'm hugging this jar.
There you go. So he's invisible.
He thinks it's nighttime.
Yeah, exactly.
He starts sleeping
so
like a
reduced. Wait,
bird.
I can't.
Yeah.
Do octopuses snore?
I don't believe so, no.
Everybody.
As you're moving, there are a few times, Andy,
Yo.
that the figures ahead of you are out of sight. But you're able to see Tala fairly easily above and can follow them and see them. They do snore. So, as this happens, there is a moment where you lose sight of them after a few minutes where Tala, you would notice that they slip into a building. And what would you like to do?
Can I kind of circle around and land on a perch somewhere that's not obvious, like maybe like 10 to 20 foot from the well, as I like fly around, is there like another back way that I notice? Back door?
The area here doesn't have like an alleyway to easily get to the back, but there is another street that has access to the back of the house that they entered.
Okay, you were breaking up a lot. There was an alleyway?
Okay, no.
I said.
So the housing structure here does not have alleys to easily get to the back, but there is a street behind that does give access.
Okay. Is there like somewhere up on the roof pointer or whatever that I can see both the street and the front door at all, or no?
No. You'd have to be
Okay.
like
Uh,
up in the air.
okay. Can I see my people?
Yeah, you can see where they've kind of come to the street in front. A little bit too late to have seen the figures duck into the house.
Okay. Oh, they did see the figures go duck into the house.
No, it's too late for them when they arrive.
Okay.
You're the only one that saw it.
Great. I fly over to Freestyle, land on her shoulder. Goes. They just ducked into that door over there, and I just grabbed the door. I'm gonna go check. There's a street in the behind the house. I'm gonna go like closer to the street, make sure they don't come out. Okay.
Cool.
And
We'll head
let
over
me.
there as well.
Yeah. Okay. I fly up above where I can see the back of the street. Make sure they don't come out that way.
Okay.
And I watch.
As Paula is watching the back door, what would the rest of you like to do?
Do we get there as well?
Yeah, you're here. You didn't see them.
Okay. Going to just have a quick snoop around the building, see if I can see any windows, crack under the door, all that fun stuff.
You can see a bit through the windows, that are here. Not really a crack under the door, but, yeah, there's visuals.
Yeah, I'll help look around.
Do I see the two people?
You do not. No.
Do I see any people?
Not currently.
When I saw the front door, was there a sign above the door that says shop or?
No, this is a residential.
Oh.
Do I see a candle through the window?
10,000 candles in the wind.
Damn.
Peach dragon candle on the water.
You do not see a candle through the window.
Okay.
But you do see an oil lamp.
It's not as fun. Is there like a desk with any sort of writing on it?
Not in the rooms that you're able to see through the windows.
Cool. Is the door lock pickable or is it open? Is it open?
Good question.
As you go to test the door, it does not seem to be locked.
I'm so glad I asked that. Should we head inside?
Yeah. Well, whatever floats here.
I don't know what you just said, but I'll take it as a yes and I head inside.
Yes. Yes. Closer.
Don't yell at me.
uh,
Here's your octopus bag.
is it helpful?
It was, thank you.
Do
Try
you
and be as quiet
we're
as
going
possible.
stealth?
We go stealth.
I'll poof Perry for now.
So you just have a jar.
Just have a
Again.
jar.
Oh, you sold Perry?
Do that sometime.
Yeah, you keep cutting out, babe.
Ah!
Are you still on
It's
push to
okay.
talk?
No.
Oh.
She's talking so slowly the microphone is not. Does your
Yeah.
headphone not come with a microphone?
No, it's on my laptop.
Okay, that's probably why. Okay.
You might
so,
want to, after this, go into like your actual settings, like your audio mixer settings, and see if you can up the gain on your microphone.
yeah, I did that from Chase. Okay, anyway, did you say this through the messaging thing so I heard or no? Krista,
Say what?
that you're going inside.
Would the ring of
Because
messages
I'm an
work
owl,
for you as a owl?
right?
What about Faye?
Does the ring of
message still work?
work as I'm an owl?
I mean, you can't utilize it, but you can hear things that are...
Okay, that's fantastic. I heard it and I go fly back up to the... No, I'm gonna stay in the but there, just watch the back.
Okay. As you're... As you're moving through the house, I'm gonna ask for a stealth roll.
Basic black, my beloved.
Oh, sorry. It's a 15.
All right. And let's roll for figures with you.
How's Kiwi doing?
Kiwi's trying.
Oh. That's all we can ask for.
Okay, so Kiwi does a lot better than Lefriga. As you're moving through the house, it appears almost more like a lounge than a place where people actually reside. But it seems empty. And Krista, you're the one that spots this. In one of the rooms, more central to this building, doesn't have any sort of window access. You would notice that there's a hatch on the floor.
Guys, I think there's a secret entrance. I say that through the ring of message as well for Tala.
I immediately fly back to the front door and I land on Lafrica's shoulder.
Lefriga's in the house.
Oh, who's anybody outside?
No.
No.
Nope.
Okay. God damn it! Is the doors closed? Yeah, doors gotta be closed. I turn back and then I walk inside.
As you enter behind the group, SQA was kind of keeping a watch at the rear, and oh, you have returned. You disappeared at the marketplace.
Yes, I turned into an owl and I was doing surveillance work. I can do that.
What is an owl?
I don't want to waste it, but I will turn it into an owl for you later on, okay? It's a bird. It's something that flies above. Okay, anyway. Frista, if we're going downstairs, should the Lafriga Kiwi and myself hide it in the bag of holding while you carry us downstairs, and you guys can turn invisible.
Do we know that it is a downstairs? We just know that there's a hatch.
Yeah, but I'm not really great at stealth, so that's why I was asking. Oh, better idea. We can go into Dell's bottle because there's air, and then you can just carry the bottle downstairs. When you two can turn invisible. Krista?
I just got back halfway through this conversation. What are we talking about?
I apologize. Should the rest of us who can't turn invisible, get into Dell's bottle, and you can carry the bottle down, and you and Andy can turn invisible, and we can go down the hatch?
We're doing a lot of planning for just a hatch. We don't even know that it's able to be opened.
That's true. I try and open it.
The hatch is locked.
Oh,
Okay.
try and unlock it.
You do not see a keyhole on this latch.
Oh, it's arcane. Does someone have to spell magic?
Yeah.
Would you mind?
Let me see how I have it.
I have it if you don't.
Yeah, I can do it. Do we want to be stealthy about it? Or like, because I could do it
That's
subtly.
pass. I have passed without a trace.
No.
Doesn't change
For the
its
dispel
verbal
magic.
components.
Oh, yeah, you should do it subtly. Oh, then maybe I shouldn't be
Okay.
talking that. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I'll do a subtle cast spell magic. Please, Faye.
Okay, can you... Can you give me a check, please?
Okay, yeah. 17?
To change the spells on Dell's sheet. 17 will be enough to remove
I
the
hope so.
arcane block on the thing. You don't know if it's just suppressed or if it is completely removed.
Sure. Okay, understood. Okay, quickly.
We doing the bottle thing or no? I'd say it's up to Dell, if you wouldn't mind.
Well, have we actually opened the hatch to see what's down there?
I open it slightly and I peek down.
It's water.
Oh, damn it. It's water. I can breathe underwater fine.
Well, I
We
casted breathe underwater.
Yeah,
How long
everyone's
does
got
that last? Great.
like
Day?
all day, 8 hours at the least.
I think it's 24, wasn't it?
I'm saying, like, I don't remember entirely. It would be
I'm
8
looking- yeah.
hours at the least, but I do believe it's a day.
24 hours.
Cool, let's go for a swim then.
Yeah.
Again.
Woo.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, Perry, come back.
Okay. Perry's back.
Okay, it's a concentration for an hour. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and subtly cast Pass Without a Trace.
You have subtle?
Yep. Meta magic, subtle.
Yeah, I believe you all took the meta magic,
Yeah, I did
feat.
subtle
Everyone
spell and
except for me.
transmuted.
Right.
Okay. So long as you stay within 30 feet of Tala, you've got a bonus to your stealth rolls. So as you slip into the water, why don't we get those stealth rolls?
Be at 27.
Oh.
Oh, I rolled the wrong thing for Della earlier. No, I rolled the right thing for Della. I think I got mixed up with Lefriga. 26 from Dell. God, Lefriga, buddy! You rolled the same thing last time. That makes that a
Is it
15.
a 7?
No.
Oh, you rolled a 5?
Yeah,
Jesus.
you rolled really low.
You think a secretive cult person would be a lot better at stealth?
Well, he was the head of the operations. He wasn't really out on the field. He's not a cult.
He's more of an
Um,
admin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but didn't he like go up the rank? You know,
No,
as
that's
a
Maybe.
fighter.
As a fighter, maybe, but fight does not mean stealth. And that is a 29 from Etsukiwi.
Kiwi.
Kiwi.
With no modifier, that is.
Damn.
He's been rolling pretty good with stealth.
What dice do they have? Asking for a friend.
The glacial set.
Damn.
So, as you traverse through the waters, it's not so much that Lafriga is making noise, but the way that he swims creates a lot of bubbles interference.
Dude, what are you doing?
Trying my best here. I'm more built for endurance, not diving.
You're not diving, you're swimming.
Going down?
I'd say diving is the act of like the, you know, less of an act, more of like a purposeful action. You're swimming downwards. There's no need for all of this.
As you say this, SQE will... Well, if you are swimming at a direct trajectory to the floor or a lower target, that could be considered diving. Like,
Is it
when...
a direct trajectory or are we going at an angle?
I would say that it's a pretty steep angle.
Is it an angle?
It is an angle, but it's like a fairly steep one.
Cool, I'm keeping my argument then.
But, yeah, it seems to be like, a tunnel, but you can see what looks to be some sort of light, in the waters below.
I think we're coming up on something. We should stay close to Tala and be as stealthy as possible. And I glance over
Right,
at
sounds good.
Lefriga and glance back.
He just gives a sneer.
I give
This
him a
poor
wink.
guy.
Yeah, as you come up to where you had seen the light, you see that the tunnel shifts upwards, and the cool toned light that you see actually comes from a air pocket above water in this sort of cave. Can't hear you.
Can't hear you, took vision.
What if the two of you guys who can go invisible, and then swim down and check out the cave before the rest of us, and I look over at Lafriga, go in.
That might be the best idea, and I look over at Lefriga again and look back.
Or we can go inside Dell's
Yikes.
bottle.
So much.
You know what? Let's go inside Dell's bottle.
Do you mind, Del?
Hmm.
Yeah, because we can look outside, right? From inside your bottle.
I'm just seeing
then
if
you're in
there's
bottle.
a limited amount of uses real quick.
Yeah, you can sleep with us tonight.
I don't like the way that you phrased that.
How should we?
What are you,
phrase it?
12?
No, but you do ask a lot of questions about sex.
Not everything is about sex.
Is it though?
That's
Guys.
Radiant saying yes. Yeah, stop arguing. Give me the bottle.
It won't work for you. If it has to be done, I have to do it.
Oh, then open the bottle.
Stop arguing.
I'd rather not. I can only do this once a day.
Okay, that's fine.
I
We
can
can go
turn
into
us all to
bed
this
all day. You can?
Yeah. I could make you guys invisible if needed. Or some of us could, like you said, just not go up immediately.
We can go inside the bag of holding.
Not all of
Limited air. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a little dicey.
All right. Okay,
Just
let's
like
do
with
it your
bodies.
way.
Not fit
No.
inside a bag.
You say that now.
I...
I'm going to change your perception of everything. You will
Alright,
emerge from
okay.
the bag a different person.
I was born in
Okay.
a bag. You nearly adopted.
Okay, turn us all invisible.
I'll turn
Asshole?
myself invisible. I heard asshole as well. I'll turn
I heard
myself
asshole.
invisible. Same. I'm going to turn myself invisible just because it means if you get hurt, I'm still invisible, no offense. I know it means
That's
That
mine.
fine.
has helped us before. Okay, how
Yes.
many people am I turning invisible?
You've got 3 NPCs with you. Del, Lefriga, and Etskiwi.
So 5.
I'm leaving Eskiwi out of this. Leffiga, this won't help you with your stuff. Sorry. Del, Tala, I'll take you guys.
Okay.
Okay.
Is that good?
What about
Just get
Kiwi?
close.
I would say, because invisibility does give advantage on stealth as the invisible condition.
Oh, it does?
Yeah,
Still?
I think so. Hold on.
I thought that wasn't a thing anymore.
Let me
Yeah,
double
I thought
check.
we.
I am double checking.
'Cause I remember being mad about that.
Yeah.
Invisible. You have advantage on initiative. You aren't affected by any effect that it requires a target to be seen. I mean, he just wouldn't be seen.
Right.
So even if he rolled bad on stealth, unless he trips into something.
Alright, let me see. Is invisibility first?
Second.
Right. Okay. So if I did 3 people, that's 4th level.
Yeah. Del is pretty
And I don't really
stealthy,
wanna do it.
so...
Okay, fine. Leffiga, come
I'll do a 4th level. Tala, me, and
Belle's got a +10 to stealth, so
Well, good for them. Great.
so yeah, invisible Freesta through Freesta's own, invisible Lefriga, Tala, Andy through Andy, and Etskiwi and Dell just on their own.
Can I try and sneak up on Kiwi?
Sure.
Just like a little like tap on the shoulder, like around the back while I'm at the other side.
As you are trying that, I do not know which companion that is, but I can sense you.
I don't say anything and I just walk off. Boring. I can fix it.
Okay, stay close to Perry. No, Perry got poofed. Is there anybody who is not
Nope,
invisible right now?
Perry's still there. Perry,
Oh,
Perry and
yeah.
Dell.
Okay, so stay like within 30 feet of Perry. Well, I'm gonna try to stay within like, like next to Perry as close as possible so you guys can get, my spells. Okay,
Okay.
be under
That works.
effects of pest without. Yeah, we going.
I don't think anyone has explained or identified who they are to Etskiwi yet. I don't think we got introduction.
Hi, I'm Andy. You can't see me. I'm the short one. Perry's the octopus.
I'm Tala the turtle. The grumpy one is Lafrica.
The sexy one is Fleesta.
The stealthy one is Dell.
Sorry for the late introduction.
She knows to write that down.
I am confident I know identities at this time. I am just curious. What constitutes as sexy?
Me.
Freestyle.
Exactly.
Invisible.
Does that mean that you acquire a lot of sex?
Yes.
And yes, it does, brother. High five. Up top. Put my hand out for a high five, even though he cannot see me. Nor do I think he knows what a high five is.
Did you move back into his space, or are you still away?
I move back into his space. I probably move back over during introductions.
Yeah, if you are back in his space, you raise your hand and, like, he moves, but it's, like, because he can't see you, it's, like, that weird half high five. Where...
Good enough, good enough.
Okay.
To the air bubble thingy.
Alright, so you step
Yep.
up,
Right behind you.
and you would notice that there is a ground here in this cavern, and the air bubble is not just a small pouch, but takes up what looks to be a whole room. And the cool glow that you have, that you had seen, is coming from what looks to be an altar of sorts that is lit with candles that, when they are glowing with their fire, it is an icy blue rather than an orange.
Was the candle inside that room? Was that blue as well?
Ask. The same.
No, that glowed like a regular candle.
Oh. This is giving sacrifice.
We've seen worse.
True.
Yeah, you saw the Dracolich cult.
That's true. Can I tiptoe up to the altar, see if there's anything there?
Yeah, roll me a stealth roll.
Cool, no problem. That is an 18.
Yeah.
I assume I'm moving away from Tala to get to the altar, so just the 18.
Yeah. Yeah, as you get up to the altar, just stepping within like 10 feet of it, you are overcome with this chill, a biting cold that even starts to cause you to feel it, meaning that it would perhaps be intense to someone with a less attuned constitution.
Is there anything atop the altar?
Ice. Frost clings to the stone.
I try and look around to see if there's anything that's sort of giving off this chill, or if it's the altar or the ice on it itself.
As you look around, there's not much else that you think could be the source of the altar, or the chill besides the altar or the ice, but it's hard to discern whether it is the ice or the altar itself.
Can I touch the ice?
You can. Do you?
I do.
It is, as you touch the ice, gripping almost. You feel a force that holds your hand there. And a voice. The one that you now know belongs to Sarvana. So, you have come.
You know, kind of found this place by accident.
Accident is another word for destiny.
So I've heard. What's your plan here? What's your plan with me?
The same as all the others. We will be one in the stillness.
Don't I need to rid myself of the hag's seed first?
It needs to be rid of you, yes. But it seems that your desires brought you to me before your desires cleansed you. But it is no issue. You have come to where I am, and where I am promises cleansing.
Can I take my hand off the ice?
I'm going to ask for a strength check.
Oh, I'm great at those. That's a 16.
You're able to break away from the ice. There's a sort of stinging on your palm, almost as if burned by the ice or frostbitten.
Well, no one go near the altar.
For the rest of you,
Okay.
because you didn't see this, you didn't hear anything from Friesta for a long time. No movement, until the sound of her voice just now.
You good?
He's here. Kind of. Maybe.
Good.
I think.
So, success?
I don't know. Is
Right.
anyone else around? Is it just us?
Give me a... Give me either perception or investigation.
I'll go for the good one.
All of us?
Yeah, anyone.
It's a 21. Basic black doesn't fail me.
Oh,
Twinsies.
Look at us.
Tala, you had one job.
It's
Split.
Wildewitch.
Andy and Frista, the two of you would notice this. From where you had pulled out of the water, there are another set of footsteps that lead beyond the altar.
I'm following the footsteps.
Only one?
No, it's another set, like multiple people.
2 sets?
Yeah, 2 sets.
We know two people.
Yep.
Kind of.
I'm behind.
I have felt a change in who was next to me. I'm assuming we are moving.
Yep.
I did
Oh,
say I was following the footsteps out loud.
Okay. Ah,
Foot-
I see. These tracks are easy
Oh,
to
you
follow.
don't.
He sees the
Frista.
footprints.
The water dripping from our wet selves.
Yeah. So, following the footprints, I am going to ask for another stealth roll.
Hello.
Is Tala nearby?
Is Tala following the footprints?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I'll say Tala's within 30 feet.
Thank God.
Yikes. Yeah.
Alright, so that's a 27 for Dell.
Well.
Are you fucking kidding me, Lefriga?
Did Lefika get on the 5s?
That's the... He's gotten a 5 for all of his stealth rolls! Hold on, I just need to... Dude, I literally clicked it again and it's another 5! He's cursed!
God.
So unfortunate.
Lefika, I need to say this out loud because you can't see me, but I did look back at you again and roll my eyes.
Yeah,
What
so
the
did I.
fuck, man? Are you okay?
Yeah,
Like, I'm not even angry anymore. I'm a bit concerned.
I don't know. Maybe I've not been in the field enough in the last few years.
You are jumping
Then
right
why-
back into it.
And why are you giving me all these pointers about subtlety and everything else?
Ouch.
Because that is important training. I train those that are under me for how to act in the field.
Did you train the people who were following me?
Yes?
Or did somebody else do it? Are you sure?
Hello.
Okay, this is a stupid conversation. Let's go.
So, as your group moves, Etskiwi does not do as well, as he is very intent on, like, looking and following the tracks.
That's fine. At Kiwi can do nothing wrong.
If you had to put, Etskiwi and Hekok in a saw trap, who would you choose?
Oh, I need time to think. Can I get that to you next session?
Oh my goodness. Let me make a note here. So, yeah, no, as you guys are moving through, you see where the tracks begin to sort of diminish, where the water had begun to dry enough that it wasn't leaving a full track. But there's really only one place. The tunnel seems to be pretty direct, and Andy, Tala, you two are... no, Del would also hear this. You two are the first to hear the sort of whispering. Too far right now to make out anything. But there is, it seems, someone ahead of you.
I used a ring of message. I go, everybody hold. If you see some... Oh, why is everybody not on this best ring of message? I
You
hear
lose
whispering.
invisibility if you use it.
Oh, crap. You're right.
Not just
Utilize...
Tala, everyone who's on that chain loses it.
Oh,
That's so
okay. Okay,
It's
I don't...
target, yeah.
Wow, that sucks. Okay, I don't use that. Can I reach out, grab people?
Yeah.
Okay, who do I grab? Two hands reaching up.
Andy probably goes right under because of
Yeah,
shortness,
again.
but Andy also heard this.
And I would, and like I'm floating.
I lost you.
Okay, you cut out. You cut out.
There's a floating jar
Yeah.
with Harry in it.
Do you stop and do we see Perry like stop moving?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe I can get Perry to like wave his.
Yeah, I'd say that Perry can make some motions to stop, and Del would as well. Del kind of puts their arm out.
Okay.
Going more stealthily forward.
Yeah, Lefrika. I'm kidding, I'm sorry. I do feel bad now.
Psychic tip.
They're whispering ahead, so we gotta go very, very, very quietly.
Okay.
Well, we'll pick up with your stealth rolls
What?
and what you see in our next session.